Hi, good morning, it's Lynette here. So thank you for joining me. I've filmed this before. Been rushing a bit this morning, so I'm a wee bit breathless. I wanted to film this before I started work for today, hence the reason my hair is still a little bit wet. And some of you might remember when I used to post my videos first thing in the morning, and I always filmed before I left the house for work, and now I predominantly work from home. I wouldn't have a clue how I managed to get the videos done before I left the house for work, starting at like 8 in the morning. Anyway, hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and you know, we took the decorations down the other day there. Kind of glad to see the back of them, to be honest with you. Just kind of felt it was a bit cluttered. Lola kept knocking them over with her tail. So anyway, hope you all had a lovely one, whatever it is you do. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then I hope you enjoyed the break. I remember when I used to kind of go to work or meet with pals like kind of more regularly than I do now. It always felt like a period of time where people just kind of went away and done their own things with their own families. So for some people, it can be quite a lonely time when you're not seeing folk. I am roasting, by the way. I am my trusty fan. I am having to admit I am perimenopausal and I need to go and see the GP because I am dying with this heat, and it's quite good in the fact that I don't need to put the heating on, but it's not good for anybody else that's living in the house. Not got any heating on at all and I'm burning up. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it can be quite a lonely time as well during those kind of 2 weeks between, or the week between Christmas and New Year. I know like older people who used to go to clubs and things before COVID disrupted all that, and they stop over the festive period. So even if they've been used to company, things stop. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one for me. I usually work in between Christmas and New Year, but I've not managed to use up my holidays, so I took it off. Also took 3 days before the Christmas break, which was my pal's suggestion, and it was a brilliant one because I got loads done. I'll be doing that next year as well. However, get my breath back. We managed to do go to Home Bargains, and that was at the weekend. So Steve took me to Home Bargains and picked up a few bits and pieces, but I am trying to be better and only buy things that I need. So that's kind of not making any New Year's resolutions, but that is my plan going forward. So I'm going to show you what I got. Oh, bloody hell, weighs a ton. There we go. So I'm just going to pull them out one by one if you don't mind. It's predominantly cleaning products, so I probably won't need to buy any for a while. So I'm going to show you this, and I've already used it. It's a Kilrock mould remover. We noticed that the silicone on our windows was really mouldy, and that's a combination of the condensation that's leaking down from the windows and not having the heating on. So we did give it a spray, but I'll need to make sure that in the morning I do go through and dry that off. I do have a window vac, however it just pulls at the bottom, so we used this and it actually came up nicely. However, if you've got varnished window ledges like us, it did strip the varnish off, but I'd rather have a bit of varnish stripped off than mould. So I highly recommend this stuff. It's really strong. I think it's like a strong bleach, so be careful how you use it. Yeah, it's bleach in action, so yeah, be careful where you use it, on what surfaces. You leave it for 20 to 30 minutes and then you clean it with a wet sponge, and if you need to repeat it then you can do that, but just be careful. You know, ventilate your rooms and all the rest of it. If you have any kind of breathing conditions, maybe get somebody else to do this and leave the room for a good few hours. Anyway, so that's that. The next thing I bought is this Fabulosa bin freshener. Keeps your bin smelling fresh. So it absorbs liquids and eliminates odours. So I have a bin in the back garden that I use, and it quite often can get a bit smelly. So you can spread some of this in and it'll give it a nice smell. I don't think it makes any difference if you've got a large wheelie bin because it's too big, but on a smaller bin it's quite nice. You can also do the same with bicarbonate of soda. It will soak up any smells in liquid, but this just gives it a bit of a nice scent. So that was £1.99. See how I get on with that. Next up, I picked up, once the bag's a bit lighter I can pick it up rather than bending over. I picked up the soda crystals. Now these are brilliant to clean with. So you can use it to clear your sinks and drains, freshen your washing machine, and you can actually use it in your wash. So you can use it for lots of cleaning as well because it's got a mild abrasive. It tells you in the background how to use it. So washing machines, laundry, sinks and drains, pots and pans, and general cleaning. So do not use soda crystals in contact with aluminium. So you wouldn't want to use that if you had a aluminium kind of stovetop or a sink or whatever. But anyway, we can do some more videos and show you how to use this if you want. Or if you don't want, I won't. I picked this up. I only picked it up in white, but they do this stuff for your coloured washing. It's pink stuff. Miracle Laundry Oxy Powder Stain Remover. So this was much cheaper than Vanish. I don't know if it kind of performs the same, but I do like the Star Drops, which is actually the brand. They've kind of almost rebranded themselves as the pink stuff, but it is Star Drops that you might have known it as before. Right, I'm going to pick this bag up. What is it? It's honestly. But I also picked up 3 Bath and Body sponges. I've never used a sponge for years, but I thought it might actually help, you know, when you're exfoliating your arms and things, because it says it's massaging, but I thought these wee bits or even just a sponge would be good for, you know, going over your skin. Just the usual fairy. I buy this size and decant it into a small one because it's much cheaper. It isn't always cheaper, so when you're in the supermarket it will tell you below how much, say, the cost is per 100 millilitres. So you can work it out if you're actually better buying 3 small ones or 1 large one. Just always check that at the supermarket, because bigger isn't always cheaper. Now, Fabulosa have brought out a range called Winter Angel, and it smells like Snow Fairy. So run to any store that sells Fabulosa and see if they've got it. They only had the concentrated disinfectant in my store. They didn't have any of the air freshener or anything like that, but I hope they don't just bring it out for Christmas. But anyway, I picked it up. It does remind me of Snow Fairy, and I think it would be lovely to use around the house. So you can actually make this up into a spray bottle and use it as a disinfectant. I picked up some candles, some Cherry Fizz, the Wickford & Co. These ones are really lovely. I really like the brand of candles because they do have quite a long smell and scent. And the sweet berries. I also picked up some plasters, fabric and clear ones. Doesn't matter what brand I've bought, they always come off. Don't know, I must be doing something wrong. So the Fabulosa, that mould spray was $1.99. The pink stuff was only $2.99 for that size. I thought that was brilliant. The Fairy Liquid $2.99, Soda Crystals 99p, and that's a kilo, that's good. The disinfectant was 99p as well. So yeah, really happy with that. So I've got some more bits and pieces that I'll just show you just now. The Fabulosa room spray. So I was looking for the Winter Angel, but I got the Snuggly. It smells amazing. So pop that in, covered under the stairs. I picked up some of this because it's this time of year, isn't it? It's block nose relief, so it's phenylphene hydrochloride, and it just helps with nasal congestion if you've got a cold or whatever, but just be careful if you're taking other medication. It wouldn't be a Home Bargains trip without picking up these flapjack bars. Now they're only 39p, so I picked up cherry and almond flavour, 3 of those, and 3 chocolate coated flapjacks. They're really tasty. Usually I'll say I buy them for Steve, and then when he's eating some I'll be like, oh, can I have a bit? So he usually halves it with me. You could eat a whole one easily, but I'm trying to be good. 2 pairs soap because it just smells amazing. Reminds me of being a kid for some reason. 2 new toothbrushes. I need to really buy the electric ones, but I every time I look at them, they're so expensive that it puts me off, but I'll maybe do it. I'll maybe make that my New Year's resolution, to save up and buy one. Picked up some of these handy bags. So it says, does all the jobs your old shopping bags used to do. So if you used a shopping bag for a rubbish bag or whatever, but this is 100% recyclable, and 30% of this material is recycled, which is good. It could be more, but I use them as bins around the house. What I do tend to use, I don't use these all the time, but I tend to use, you know, the bag that your bread comes in, or if we're buying rolls, I'll use those, but when those run out, I've got these handy. So they're really good to have. Plus, I don't like using the supermarket ones because they're really thick plastic, so I'd rather keep those and reuse them. Even though every time I go to the supermarket, I tend to take the bags like this. Bags for life, but I like to keep a couple of plastic bags with me in case I'm popping into the shops. Well, you know what it's like, you use them and you forget to put them back in your bag, so you're buying another one, but hey ho, we are trying, aren't we? So there we go, and last but not least, I picked up this nail polish remover, acetone free, which means it's kind of gentle on your nails, so that was 99p. So I was really happy with what I got. I know it's not very exciting, but I am trying to cut back and only buy things that I need. I mean, I really didn't probably need these, however, they smell amazing. So I also, when I was talking about bicarbonate of soda, I have this brand, I don't know what the brand is, but the packaging is the same. DP? No, that's just Dry Pack. I don't know what this brand does. Oh, Dry Pack Limited it says. So they also do bicarbonate of soda. So when you hear people say we're using bicarbonate of soda to clean, you might be thinking the little tubs from the supermarket are quite expensive, but you can buy them in bags like this or cardboard containers like this that are just specifically for cleaning. They're not for baking. Do not like put them in a different cupboard, so you don't get them. I can't speak. So you don't get them kind of mixed up. However, what I do is if I've got bicarbonate of soda that's gone out of date, the stuff that's for baking, I'll put it in a little ramekin and I'll continue to use it. I'll put it in the fridge. It absorbs smells, but you do need to replace it. So yep, I'm going to have a look and kind of try this on. Find out what uses that I can for this, and I'll do a little video on it to let you know, because it's cheap as chips, and actually it's really good stuff. So that was my Home Bargains haul. What I might do the next time is do a kind of come shop with me. However, Steve was kind of walking Lola while I was going round the shops, because we had been out and we were on our way to take Lola to the beach, so I didn't want to be too long. But next time I go, I can do a come shop with me if you want to see what's around the store, because I know that not everybody can get out to Home Bargains. I was also in B&M. Actually, that's where I picked this up, B&M, $1.99, but I popped it in with this pack. What I bought from B&M was mainly dog treats for Lola, so they do a range that is kind of similar to a more expensive range that is suitable for dogs like Lola that are allergic to meat products. So there's things like the daily dental chews and sticks and things, chew things for her, but I thought nobody's going to see that, so I popped that one in here. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go make myself a coffee before I kind of start for the day, but I wanted to pop on before I kind of, this stuff has been sitting in the kitchen, just sitting up on the, I was going to say, the bunker. So in Scotland, I don't know if you use this word anywhere else, but we call the worktop, in a lot of places, a lot of people don't, but we would call the worktop or the counter the bunker. And it's a word that, I probably say the worktop more often, but sometimes I kind of slip in and out of that, and I'll call it a bunker because that's what we called it growing up. Did you ever hear anybody in Scotland say put that in the bunker? But not talking about anything else other than the worktop. I might actually do a wee video on kind of some Scottish words if anybody's interested. And I'm going to go and get started for the day, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye guys.